Oh, hey guys, this girl. I am backed up horribly, so expect some videos over the next couple days, maybe even weeks. We'll see how what I film and how long it takes and whatnot. But over the next however long, I am going to be playing some catch up. There should be some videos scattered in there that are more recent things that are going to be more interesting for probably you guys to hear about because they're not old. But I have been incredibly busy, so I haven't been able to film lately. So that's why I'm gonna quickly try to play a little bit of catch up. So bear with me. I know I remember one time kind of doing the same thing, and it was just one of those random commenters, the like one and done people where they find like one favorite channel for some reason decide to comment, then you never see them again. It was one of those situations. They left a comment just being all whatever about how what I had reacted to had been old. Um, had been a couple weeks old. And I responded. They didn't respond back to me, but I responded to them by saying, by giving the reason for it. So today I'm right to the Dead by Daylight 9.4.1 bug fix patch. I have missed so much Dead by Daylight news. I didn't really know what to react. I was going to do something with the Grimoire, but there wasn't enough things for me to really talk about that I decided to kind of scrap that video idea. Um, so this will be the video. This will be my first video back. Let's see what we got here. So we got bug fixes for audio. So fix an issue where survivors scream at the beginning of the trial when the Smash cassette deck add-on is equipped. I think that might be a Stranger Things add-on. I don't know. I still don't have the second Stranger Things chapter. I have the last chapter I got would have been the FNAF one. I have every chapter before the FNAF one's release. So I have any chapter that released before that. I have. I just don't have any that released after. So I don't have Walking Dead still. I don't have the new Stranger Things one here. Um, March, I believe we're getting a chapter in March, so I won't have that one yet. And then they pushed, and I think that's kind of it. There might be one other chapter after Walking Dead. I can't remember. Krazu, that's what it was. It was the chapter with Krazu and V. And I don't have them yet either, but that's probably the chapter I'll get first. I really want those two. I'm not I still don't. I don't. I'll get Walking Dead eventually, but I'll probably get V and Grazu first, and then probably the Stranger Things one, just because I'm more interested in these ones. I like Walking Dead as a show. I've seen episodes of it. I like it just fine, but everything surrounding that chapter was like what had happened when it got to this game. Kind of has made me not really want it. Um, Fix an issue where Dustin voice lines and subtitles are unable to be properly timed together. Fix an issue where Dustin, Eddie, and Jonathan Virus screams are missing after being sent to the Cage of Atonement. Fix an issue where the Scream SFX is missing during the Xenomorph's Mori. Added a curse hit feedback stinger to the first default mode. I don't understand that last one at all. If you guys know what it is, which I'm sure you would at this point, because of how old this is. This was early February. I'm filming this the 20 whatever of February, so let me real quick. It's a little quiet for my liking, so let me. There it is. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Crank them nuts. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Bot improvements. Fix issue causing survivor bots to be difficult to heal when under the radius of a drone. I don't know why that causes an issue. That's kind of weird that causes an issue where it's difficult to like heal under that. There must be some sort of code, like interference or something, because that's really strange. Characters. To natively fix an issue where the Deathslinger did not appear to be aiming with his rifle from the survivor's point of view. From my understanding, Deathslinger has been a buggy mess for years, and supposedly they fixed some of those bugs. But the problem is that they fixed those bugs in such a way where the bug, where the fix didn't actually work. I've heard all this from a video that an individual, I can't remember the channel name, but it was a player who was a Deathslinger main. They were explaining that, like, they said, hey, you know, we released these bug fixes for Deathslinger, and that they didn't actually do anything. Like, the fix didn't fix the problem, which is concerning. So I don't know exactly what happened there, but hopefully that's actually a fix for that stuck. Sounds like you kind of need some fixes. Oh. Okay, so wear the animatronic Yellow Rabbit outfit would cause clipping when interrupting a survivor during a vault animation. Huh. I think it's interesting that animations are still having problems in this game. This game did, I know, at one point get added to Unreal Engine 5, which will supposedly make it easier to like work on and whatnot. The issue with the animatronic's left arm was missing when opening a locker with a survivor hiding inside. That's weird. That must be interesting though, seeing Springtrap opening your locker missing his entire arm. That's crazy. That's kind of wild to think about. I feel like I've missed a lot with this game though. I haven't thought of, I think the last time I played this game was, I think I played it once during the winter event, and then I played the PTB for the Stranger Things chapter, and that's it. I want to play it more with Orange. There's currently a 2v8 going on that did get extended. I've mentioned it to Orange that I would like to do it, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do it before it ends again. I don't think so. I haven't heard enough from him to be confident we will do it, but I hope that we can find a day soon, sit down, film it. Even if we don't film it, just play the 2v8, because I really want to play 2v8 with him. Play 2v8 until we get all the stuff, and then, you know, bounce again for a little bit, but we'll see. Fix an issue where the bottom of the map was visible when the Onryo teleported to TV. Interesting. I hope she gets more love. I remember me and Orange talking about this. We both felt like the wait for that chapter was a little long. They announced it, I think, a couple of months in advance. And when you do that, I'm someone who will lose hype eventually during that time period. One example is Xenoverse 2. Xenoverse 2 released a trailer for one of the Future Saga packs, which is the recent DLCs they've been doing. And they released this trailer in October or November, and then nothing about it. And then, like, a couple of months passed, was zero, or maybe it was August or September. I can't fully remember. I just know a bunch of months went by with zero information. Then I think it was like January or February, maybe even March, we finally heard something. We like were finally given an update on it. I think that update gave us the like release date and stuff. Let's see what we got here. Fix an issue where Ada Wong's eyes would bulge out while idle. That sounds creepy. I notice a lot of people like Ada as a character. I don't know. I haven't played enough of the Resident Evil games to really form an opinion. But I will say that I like her outfits a lot in the game. I think she's got some great outfits. An issue where survivors would briefly swap to the downed animation during the hooking animation. An issue where survivors were misaligned inside lockers when being picked up by the dredge with the fear of reminiscence of it. I don't even remember what outfit that is off the top of my head. Fix an issue with the Legion's killer instinct did not re-trigger on mended survivors. Fix an issue with the ghoul could injure survivors with the Kagane leap when performed near a vault or close by. Isn't it supposed to not injure you? Isn't it supposed to like leave that mark thing or whatever? Well, I'm happy that got fixed because Ghoul's like Ghoul is one of, if not the most hated killer in the entire game right now. Not because he's bad, but he's the first killer in a long time to rival the two like best in the game to have been the best 40 years. He's the first one to truly like rival them. But he's also, I don't know, I like playing as him. I remember playing as him in PTB, and I didn't do well, but I loved playing him. It was super fun to play as him. Fix issue where sometimes the first could use the traverse upside down ability at the start of the trial. Fix an issue where the outer ring of the first vine attacks. Aiming reticle would stay the same color for the duration of the trial. Fix an issue where the aura of the first tentacle did not always appear during a portal blast. Fix an issue where the first, that's a sentence. Worldbreaker Skybox VFX was removed for a survivor during Mori sacrifice or entering Hook Stage 2 animations. Fix an issue with the first Worldbreaker Phase 2 timer did not pause when the killer was changed survivor. Fix an issue where the first vine attack indicator remained visible in areas with no collision. Fix an issue where survivors would jitter when being picked up by the first. Fix an issue where the first camera could be locked looking down when canceling the break interaction as the clock runs out. Environment/maps. Fix an issue in the underground complex where the survivor could see through the ventilation ducts. A collision has been added to the fan to prevent the camera from entering it. Okay, not too bad. Perks. Fix an issue where turn back the clock could be used while being deactivated after using the twins or the knight's power as the activation timer expired. Fix issue where Snug prevented the Hellmaster from using turn back the clock while in front of a generator. Isn't that a perk? I think turn back the clock is is a perk, I believe. Fixing issue where Z-Morph could use turn back the clock in tunnels. Wow, there's a lot of turn back the clock problems that they had to address in this patch. That's crazy. Fixing issue where the trapper was unable to trigger bear traps during turn back the clock. Fixing issue where the indicator arrow remained displayed when the killer used the killer power while turn back the clock was active. Fixing an issue where the skill merchant's radar briefly became invisible when activating turn back the clock. Fixing an issue where the cancel prompt was visible during turn back the clock interaction. Fixing an issue where the unhooking animation was misaligned when using Shoulder the Burden. Fixing an issue where generators did not automatically complete when invocation weaving spiders was applied on generator nearly completed with the brand new part toolbox add-on. It's an issue where a generator could be permanently blocked by secret project. Fix an issue where traps from Bada Bada Boom and Chemical Trap became invisible when the Dark Lord changed to bat form while the trap was being placed. Fix an issue where extra sensory perception could be activated while being healed by another survivor. Fix an issue where the oblivious status effect of Weave Attunement only targeted the first survivor to trigger the perk. Fixing an issue where Kalash could continue to charge up and reduce the medkit charge from change of plan. Fix an issue where We See You continued to gain tokens when the survivor was hooked. Fix an issue where special killer items could be swapped to a medkit with change of plan. Fix an issue where survivors were able to swap items outside a locker with change of plan after getting grabbed from one by a killer. Fix an issue where the first skill check of Merciless Storm was affected by Teamwork Full Circuit. Fix an issue where Harden did not trigger when the first used Divine Attack. Fix an issue where Aura could remain indefinitely on a survivor who used Bardic Inspiration. Miscellaneous. Fix an issue where block generator auras were red instead of white. Alright guys, so now I finally read this bug fix and I've started to get caught up. I'm a little underwhelmed in the sense of sometimes in these patches, even though it's all about fixing bugs, they sometimes work in like huge fixes, right? Like perk, like something big was a perk or something. I'm a little disappointed because this one they didn't have that. This one was standard. This one was just standard bug fix, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just a little disappointed that it wasn't anything crazier, you know, that there wasn't at least something of substance. But I'm happy, Turn Back the Clock got so many fixes. It sounded like that was causing a lot of issues. And it sounded like, you know, some other perks were causing issues, and there just being a lot of little bugs and whatnot that got fixed, so that's always good. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, ring the bell, do all the aggregate garbage. It helps us out a lot, and it means a lot to us. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Cool.